What's up guys, Chris here, back again with another video for you guys today. In tonight's video, I want to talk about prime icons and kind of this stage of the year where we have base icons going into packs, prime icons are going in, we have icon swaps to talk about a little bit, road to the knockouts, and some team of the group stage stuff, all in tonight's video. Before we get into it, if you guys can just drop a like on the video and subscribe if you're new around here, that would be fantastic. So let me start the video off with the road to the knockouts. First off, because we just saw a bunch of results happen today on Tuesday with the Champions League match day 6. So let's show you guys a few different market movers today. One guy in particular, this Lodi card. Now, a lot of people are asking, why did Lodi go up so much earlier today? And really, it's because of the unpredictability of that group in particular. We had Liverpool, who we all knew was going to go through. We had Porto, Atletico, or Milan. Any team, depending on a certain result, could have gone to the round of 16 in the Champions League. And, Atletico Madrid, they got the result they needed. They got a 3-0 away from home against Porto. Porto's going into the Europa League. Milan is getting 4th. Now, this promo is road to the knockout. This is not road to the final where they're going to be getting more upgrades as the year goes on. I was actually tempted to tweet this out, last night. A lot of these cards, and we talked about it in my live stream last week, that on Friday with the Team of the Group Stage promo, I was actually expecting more panic on these road to the knockouts. They did drop a little bit, but they didn't drop enough. But they still were good buys based on, I knew that they were going to go up going into their games today and tomorrow. So, you look at a guy like Fred, who was 400k, he was down 20k on Friday. He's up to 490. Tab Sobo was 55 to 56 before Friday. He then dropped to 51. He's up to 62 right now. Jesus Navas is up. Immobile is up a little bit as well. These roads to the knockouts were really nice buys on Friday. If you did get in, GG's on that. But going back to my original point, a lot of these cards, I feel like because they've been bought so much into over the last few days, particular Raven Birch was 98,000 coins pre-game today. He's now down to 91. Most of these cards have dropped down post-game. Obviously Lodi is up because Atletico pulled off a surprise result in some people's eyes. As you can see right here, he's 187 pre-game. He's going down as you see this is during the game right here. It was looking unlikely for a while that Atletico was going to get the result that they needed. They end up getting that first goal. I think Griezmann scored the first one. He shoots right up post-game. They win 3-0, obviously. And in my opinion, most of these cards, if you're buying a Fred, I think Fred you could probably just sell before the game tomorrow. We are expected to win as a United fan. We are playing young boys, but we are playing a, second team. Right? We're going to be playing a couple kids, most likely in the game. So there's no guarantee that we're going to beat young boys. I do have confidence, of course, as a United fan. But, for me, this Fred result is so pivotal because United don't have the 3 wins out of 4. Fred has already gone. I don't think he has gone yet, but he could be getting an additional +1 if we win tomorrow against Young Boys because that would get our 3 wins out of 4. We beat Atalanta and we beat Villarreal. All we need to do is beat Young Boys tomorrow and he gets that additional +1 on top of the upgrade that he gets for qualifying to the next round. Going back though, a lot of these cards, we could see tomorrow De Jong absolutely should have been priced. This is some guy that I would actually really look out for tomorrow on the market. They're playing Bayern. It's going to be a really tough game for them, especially the form that Barca is in. This could be one of the guys like we saw Lodi today absolutely shoot up post game. Now, if you look at the result that they had a few weeks back, he died because, and he's actually rebounded nicely since, but he died a lot because they didn't pull off the result that they were supposed to get, and now they're really struggling to get that second spot in their group, and now they have to go play Bayern, and that's obviously not going to be an easy game. But this could be a card that you could make a lot of coins off of tomorrow on the market if, let's say, Barcelona pull off a shock upset against Bayern in the Champions League tomorrow. But I think for the most part, if you guys have any of these roads to the knockout cards, I would be taking the coins on any card that is supposed to be getting an upgrade before his upgrade. The upgrade should be coming out this Friday, and here is my reasoning for this. In the past, we used to have promos Road to the Final. So after their upgrade, you could see them going up higher because they have more upgrades potentially coming because they go through the round of 16, the round of 8, the semifinal, and then the final. But this is Road to the Knockout. So their upgrades absolutely stop after this Friday, which means that they're essentially going to act like a inform card at this point. So depending on some of the upgrades you get, you might see some of them go up a little bit higher because the market believes that that card's price isn't high enough for the actual boost that he got. But I think for the most part, most of these cards that are going to be getting upgrades on Friday, they're going to drop. Because they're going to act like informs now. There's no more potential upgrades they can be getting unless EA changes things around. So I would say playing on the safe side and selling before they get their upgrades on Friday. That would be my Road to Knockout advice for you guys. I want to quickly now talk about Prime Icons. Now, let me show you guys Matt, I can't even say his name right now. Matt HD Gamer. I don't even know why I just forgot his name. But he tweeted out this yesterday. Added Prime Icon player items assets. Prime Icon player items will start becoming available in-game following a server update in the near future. Last year, when we had Prime Icons released in the game, we had Batch 1 on December 12th, and we had Batch 2 on December 19th. I could see them doing the same thing again. We're going to have a lot of content this Friday, right? We're going to have the Freeze promo, which we need to talk about still. Tomorrow's video will be more about the Freeze promo. And then we're going to have Prime Icons. And last year, Icon Swaps was released around this time, and that should be coming out this Friday as well. EA could, if they want to, just release the Prime Icons Batch 1 and Freeze on Friday, and then wait till Monday for Icon Swaps to be released. They've done that in the past before. But as you can see right here, a lot of nice icons in Batch 1. One in particular that I had not seen in Batch 1 was Vieira. So let me show you guys two different graphs of how the Prime Icons affected the base or the mid cards if they were released in Batch 1 as opposed to Batch 2. So Garrincha is somebody that I want to show you guys, right? The 94 Garrincha was released on December 12th last year. Let me show you guys 92 Garrincha last year. Now this is a really rare card, even on the market this year as well. So December 12th, right? As you can see right here, this is panic selling post Black Friday, right? We had a nice little market rise post Black Friday, but then it started to come down again, which is normal because people are now selling off a little bit, knowing that icons are coming out in the near future. So a lot of panic selling, and you see December 11th, he was 171, but then on the 12th, he goes to 173. So this right here, again, they're looking at like the average listing price, okay? So you're gonna have like a card maybe be in the 1.6s early in the daytime, and then goes to 1.8. What would the average listing price be? It'd be about 1.7 because you would average all of them together. So you could bet that on Friday, was it Friday or Saturday that they released these? No, December 11th. Sorry, not the 12th. It was the 11th and the 18th. But anyway, you had the 11th here. He's 171. And then from then on, look at this. He goes up into the following week. And the reason why he did that was because there was so much panic selling going on with Garrincha's mid card, a very rare, a very meta icon in the game. And the reason why people panic sell, guys, is because everyone thinks that they're going to be able to pack these cards, or they think they're going to be able to afford these cards. So, you know, Timmies are thinking to themselves, I'm going to sell my Garrincha because I want to go and buy the Prime card when it comes out, not realizing that Prime Garrincha is going to be about 4 to 5 million coins when he first comes out. Now, actually, if I show you guys the Prime Garrincha from that FIFA, let me see if I can find that for you guys. So yeah, first day he's like 5.9 million, and he didn't really hit 3 mil until, you know, he didn't hit 3 mil until like the end of December. So Garrincha's mid card is of course going to go back up because there's so much panic selling, and then people are realizing, oh my god, I can't actually afford the 94. Let me go buy back the 92 because I have to obviously play Weekend League and use them for my team. Now, let me show you like how the icons kind of worked last year in December in general. So I just showed you that kind of December 12th or December 11th to December 19th. They then started dropping after that, and that's because we then get into Team of the Year territory. Once again, people are trying to get liquid as much as possible. We have a lot of CoinSync SBCs coming as well, like party bags, player SBCs, icon SBCs. There's so much that goes on in December, and FIFA 20, we really saw that for the first time. Well, the market just absolutely died in December. FIFA 21, I feel like a lot of the selling off had to do with what EA was doing, and it was warranted, right? We saw like a really nice drop off going into Team of the Year. And then post Team of the Year, they absolutely flew, right? This mid Garincha went from 149 all the way up to 1.9 million by mid-February. We saw this across the board with any top tier card. We'll talk more about that as we get into Team of the Year. But if you're asking me, like, is the panic selling on the icons going to stop? Well, let me show you guys the market index for the icons. It's actually up a little bit today. Now, if you look at the daily graph, right, we were at 77.94 points before Black Friday, right? Or that weekend of Black Friday. It then had a nice rebound to 85 points the following week. Remember, we had so much more coins in the market. People want to try out these cards for the first time this year. More people on the game as well. That kind of helps. So now we're seeing that kind of evening out process where these cards are starting to drop again because people know that prime icons are coming. Icon swaps are coming. This is something that I think is going to continue. I don't think the panic selling has stopped on like mid cards, baby cards, right? And let me just show you Vieira actually last year too. So same kind of scenario happened with him. He was released in batch 2 last year, which was on December 18th. As you could see right here, December 11th, people knew that Prime Vieira was coming out the following week, right? So he was 2147, drops all the way down to 194. And then he goes right back up to 204 the like couple days after that, because once again, Prime Vieira is going to be too expensive for people to afford those first like month really he's in the game. Now, something you guys need to also kind of keep in mind that when the Prime icons come out, the babies are going to go out of packs as well. So as you can see, I'm going to go and show you guys Patrick Vieira right now. I think he's around like what, 1.6, 1.7, something like that. Yeah, 1.5s, like high 1.5s. This is the type of card that if I continue to see him dropping, depending on which batch he's going to be in, because I do expect EA to release a batch 1 and a batch 2, just because there's going to be too much content for the market to really handle. I would expect this guy to drop a little bit more and then have a nice bounce back. Not just guys like Vieira either. Like, I think a guy like Ronaldinho, right? That's another one. When Prime Ronaldinho comes out, again, he's going to be a left wing as well. So you have the cam versions, right? Maybe people are using him as a cam instead of like a left wing. But realistically, it has a lot to do with like the affordability of the primes when they first come out. Look at this Garincha right here. You see these people putting them up for open bids, 1.1 million start price there. You're going to continue to see this. It's not necessarily having to do with a lot of people like panic selling per se, but it's a lot to do with people not buying. And whatever supply, and you've heard me say this before, whatever supply you see on the market, it's going to make the card drop regardless if there's no buying power in the market. And I think that is what you're going to see over the next couple days as we get into Friday. And whether or not Prime icons are definitely coming out this Friday, I think the code being updated kind of tells you all you need to know, that it is coming very, very soon. So that's something we should be looking out for. It was this time last year as well they released Prime icons batch 1. I can't see a reason why it's not going to be the same thing this year. So keep that in mind. I think if I were you guys, if you're looking to buy like a top tier icon, I still think there's more room to drop. Like maybe if you look like a base Zidane, like a Lothar Matthäus, like look at mid Matthäus, look at like mid Maldini, right? There's a lot of cards here. Look at this. He's like 2.24 right here. If you see that it's close to like 2.1, 205, right? That's something that I would be looking to buy before he gets his actual prime card. If you go and look at like Maldini, for example, right? This Maldini card loves to fluctuate so much, right? He goes down to like in the 2.2s, goes back up to 2.4. Like it's a very easy flip every single time. This is the type of card that for me, Prime Maldini is going to be really, really expensive. And the mid card is going to definitely go back up, in my opinion, based on past market trends and based on what we know how the market is this year as well. So I think I kind of covered everything I needed to cover for this video. I think I just sold something else, by the way. I don't know what it is. Oh, I might have just sold that card. I've been lazy selling all of my, Lewandowski's, Bruno's, Trends, I bought a lot of these cards as they were out of packs. Let's see how this works as an investment. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video tomorrow. Peace.